All right, let's get right into it. The NFL right now is loaded with quarterback talent, and whether you're a fan of elite pocket passers or dual threat guys who can take over a game, you're going to have some opinions on my list. Today, I'm breaking down my top 10 quarterbacks headed into the NFL season this year, and based on production, talent, leadership, and how I think they're going to perform this season. And yeah, I've got two honorable mentions that barely miss a cut, so stick around because this list is definitely going to surprise a few people. And let's start with my first honorable mention, who is CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud has a great arm strength and he has great accuracy as well. He's also very good under pressure with quick decision-making ability, and even though people called this his sophomore slump year, he still looked really good and was able to take over games and just be very efficient passing. So I'll be really excited to see what he can do going into his third year. My next honorable mention is the 49ers quarterback, Brock Purdy. Everybody labels him as a game manager, but I don't see him like that at all. I think his arm is severely underrated, and he makes plays when the original play breaks down. He's great at improvising, and he also has an exceptional leadership ability and decision making. And starting off my true list, Jared Goff is at number 10 for me. He is a pure, reliable passer with a good arm. He has improved footwork and timing tremendously throughout his career, as that's something he struggled with early. And he's also great with play action, which has significantly boosted Detroit's offense. I think he was the top 3 quarterback with play action plays. He's very efficient with that. He also put up very strong numbers this past year with nearly 4,700 passing yards and 37 touchdowns. How do you think Jared Goff and the Lions will do this year? Do you think they'll have a step down from last year when they got beat by the Commanders in the playoffs? Or do you think they'll be able to push back and make the NFC Championship or maybe even the Super Bowl? Next, at number 9, I have Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield. He has an extremely strong arm. He's fearless and very confident as a thrower and a runner. He's a very aggressive runner as well, to mention. He also has great pocket presence and can sense pressure, which he's really improved upon throughout his career. When he was in Cleveland, he wasn't great at those two things, but as he got to Tampa Bay and got more comfortable, he really improved, like with his pocket presence and the sense of pressure. He also had good stats this past year, which were career best 4,500 passing yards and 41 touchdowns. Next, I have Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for. People say he just gets carried completely by his team, which I can see how his team can boost him, like with the weapons around him, but I think he's also a huge part in that. He's led the Eagles to 2 Super Bowls, winning 1 against the Chiefs, and he also has elite accuracy, and he's the best short yardage runner quarterback in the league. He also commits to very little turnovers, which shows more of his skills. Like, that doesn't show that a bunch of people around him are carrying him, because he's keeping the ball safe, keeping the ball with his guys, and playing safe and smart football. And at number 7, I have Justin Herbert for the Chargers. He has the most passing yards in NFL history throughout his first 5 seasons, which really shows how productive and efficient he has been. He also has elite arm and production, like I said, and he also has the ability to put together game-winning drives really well, as he has 15 career game-winning drives, which is just a huge number when he's still like not even far into his career. And he's also very athletic and a great decision maker. He has that great arm. We just got to see him put it more together in Jim Harbaugh's offense. Like, I really want to see him this year take a step up in that offense and use his skills more, as I think the Chargers can do really well, just depending on that offense. At number 6, I have quarterback Matthew Stafford for the Rams. To me, he has elite poise and toughness as he plays through so much injuries, but he's also always able to play at such a high level. He's very efficient and consistent. He's been efficient and consistent for his entire career since he was in Detroit, where he was also very elite, almost top 5 every year. And he has a very elite, strong arm, as he has one of the strongest arms in the league. And he's also another quarterback like Jared Goff that's very good with play action. He's like top ranked in the league with play action. And in Sean McVay's offense, he does great in that. And at number 5, I have this past year's rookie, Jaden Daniels. He had a phenomenal rookie season, leading the Commanders to the NFC Championship, as he's elite at reading coverages already and throwing with accuracy and great touch. He's also a very good rusher, making him an elite dual threat quarterback. I'd say Lamar Jackson's probably the best dual threat, but I think Jaden Daniels is right behind him and not far behind. And he's also great when the play breaks down and he has to improvise. He's one of the best improvising quarterbacks in the league already after 1 year, and I'm super excited to see what he can do for the Commanders this year. Now, my top 4, they're all ranked super close together, so people might not like it, but this is just how I see it. At number 4, I have Joe Burrow, who has been absolutely elite this past year with 4,900 passing yards and 43 touchdowns. He's the most accurate quarterback in the NFL to me, with a 71% completion percentage, and he's very complete quarterback with great footwork, decision-making, accuracy, and arm strength. And he also is, like I've said before, he's one of those quarterbacks that can really like take advantage of when the play breaks down and like make space. He has great chemistry with his receivers, so that he's able to communicate and improvise and make space and do great things like that. He also made a lot happen this past year with a terrible defense and below average offensive line. The Bengals can get him more help. I think that the Bengals can get back to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow leading the way, but they really have to get him more help on defense and more help on that O-line. At number 3, I have Josh Allen, this year's MVP. He's a phenomenal playmaker, like I said, winning this year's MVP. He had 4,300 total yards, 40 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions, which is a huge stride, as he used to have a ton of turnovers. Now he's only down to 6 picks. And now he's elite under pressure and making decisions when the play is broken, whether that's running or throwing the ball. He's great in both aspects. And he does it all without a true wide receiver 1, and he doesn't have the weapons these other quarterbacks have. The reason I have him above Joe Burrow is because Joe Burrow has that elite supporting cast. Josh Allen, he has some playmakers such as Keon Coleman, and he also has James Cook, but he doesn't have the guys that like Joe Burrow and even some of the guys like Lamar Jackson has. Like, to me, Josh Allen does the most with the least, and he is absolutely elite. And speaking of Lamar Jackson, I have him at number 2 spot. He had an outstanding season with 4,200 pass yards, nearly 1,000 rush yards, which equates to far over 5,000 total yards, and he had 45 combined touchdowns with only 4 interceptions. That is insane of how he was able to throw so many touchdowns with so little interceptions. He's by far the hardest quarterback to game plan against with his elite rushing ability. Defensive coordinators don't know exactly how to game plan. They can do it well, but not good enough to stop him. And he's also the best rushing quarterback of all time already, and he's not even that far into his career yet either. He also improved his pocket passing ability tremendously over these past few years, as people labeled him as only a runner recently, but like these past few years, we've really seen his pocket passing ability really increase, and I think he's one of the best passing quarterbacks in the league. And as much as people don't like him, I have Patrick Mahomes at number 1. The gap is super close between him, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow, because this year he did not look as good as he has been before, but he was still very productive. And he leads the NFL in almost every passing category since becoming a starter. And we all know that he has that very strong arm, and he has a great ability to expend plays. And he also led the Chiefs to back-to-back Super Bowl wins and 3 straight appearances, which, like, you can't argue against that. He is like the number 1 factor in that. Him and Andy Reid, like, that is elite. There's no other way you can look at it. He is a great quarterback, number 1 right now. But like I said, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen, they are not far behind him. So yeah, that wraps up my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL this year. Let me know what your list would be in the comments, or what would be different from mine. I'd love to hear from you and engage with you. And if you like content like this, I know this is my first video, but I'm going to start making more longer videos like this, and I also have a ton of shorts. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video if you liked it or agreed with me. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.